Hello and welcome to all you Taurians. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for August 2014. Already. Now, what is happening for the Taurians for August? There are a couple of things, and I think the most important one is the in conjunction between Saturn and Uranus. Now, what is that all about? These two planets, Saturn and Uranus, are planets that don't understand each other. Saturn is about the old, it's about restrictions, limitations, discipline, and Uranus is about the new. You could say conservative versus progressive. Uranus is about liberating oneself from the chains that he or she has put towards them, and it's about going on a new path. So those two are now in an aspect with each other, exact, during the whole month of August, in an in conjunction. And what does it mean, an in conjunction? An in conjunction means that two energies, you can't merge them. And it's not supposed to be merged either. So, but the funny thing is that the individual will want to merge those two energies and put effort towards the merging of the two energies. But the more they try, the harder it gets. And actually, the goal is not to merge the two energies. The goal is to operate and let those two energies operate and do their own thing independently. And there comes the growth of understanding and of knowing yourself. So what does it mean in a practical way for the Taurians? Well, the Saturn is already for quite a while in your relationship house. So a lot of Taurians it's really testing time when they are in a certain relationship. And really testing time, I mean, what you see is what you get now. So it's really with feet on the ground, and they see what their relationship is all about. Without all the dreaming, it's just there. And that's the Saturn. It's trying to structure and trying to test your relationships, even when you don't have a relationship. It's about that. It's about the loneliness. So that is Saturn, in the 7th house. And then this in conjunction happens with Uranus in the 12th. Now Uranus wants to liberate. What does it want to liberate? Your 12th house, the most hidden house. It's the house of your blind spot. So it wants to show to you what your blind spots are, and therefore you becoming a way more interesting person and a stronger person when you know your own blind spots. So these two things, relationships and blind spots, the unconscious, the things that are hidden, if you are someone who is trying to merge those two, for instance, there is some things about yourself that you really don't like, but that you are seeing now, you can't merge that and you can't put that into your relationship. It's very difficult to do so. Or it's very difficult that another person is seeing that as well and understanding that. So you see those two, I'm just trying to combine to give you a practical example, but this is how it works. Those two energies are incompatible and are supposed to work on its own and not yet to merge. There will be, though, a time to merge those two energies, which is the new energy and the old energy. There will be a time, but it's not now yet. So it will be hopefully in the near future. So it's very much an energy to show you where you are now. And it's always important to know where you are. Even when you think of yourself, my goodness, it's still a very long trajectory that I need to take, then you know. So it's about knowing and it's about understanding. That is what in conjunctions are all about. It's not about merging two energies. It's not about merging two planets. It's about knowing the independency of those two planets and how you can, certainly with the transit in the future, you will be able to merge those two if you work hard. But the working hard that you do now is understanding that they cannot be merged yet. So it's a bit of a complex aspect, actually, the in conjunction, but I just want to take the opportunity now to explain that to you, what an in conjunction is all about. But that's only in August, so in the near future you will be able to, the blind spots that you have spotted with yourself, you will be able to merge that in your relationship and to intertwine with that so that you feel a lot more yourself. You know, the hardest thing to do in a relationship is not being yourself. That's demanding so much energy that it's draining, actually. So, and especially also for the Taurians, Mars, the planet of action, the planet of doing, the planet of ego, is also going through your 7th house. So a lot of focus on relationships, even if you don't have one. If you don't have a relationship, you can really work hard to meet someone or to try to have a relationship, and you will succeed later on, the next month, when Mars is out of that 7th house. So if you really want that, and if you really want a new relationship, and especially actually the chances are bigger when Saturn leaves your 7th house if you don't have a relationship, which will be at the end, around the end of the year. But if you are in a relationship that is very bad and it's not going well at all, probably now is the time that you can break one, because Mars is cutting, you know, it symbolizes the cutting off, and Saturn as well. So those two planets in the 7th house, I know that these are the two malefics, as we say in astrology, but you can always look at the good side or the bad side. You can always do that, and it can also be a good thing to end a relationship, but it's absolutely not suiting yourself anymore, neither another person, and so you can start all over again with the knowledge that you have now of that former relationship. But if you are in a relationship that is really a good relationship, you could put a lot of effort there, and to battle a certain problem that you have. It could be anything. It could have to do with self-worth, it could have to do with work. You know, there can be problems even in good relationships with Mars and Saturn there. But if you work hard, and if you know what the problem is, you can really achieve a lot and transcend that problem. And then you are rescued, you could say. So very deep times for the Taurians. And a bit lighter, the last thing I want to mention is the Venus-Jupiter in Leo. So that is in a nice 4th house, which is nice for Taurians, because Taurians normally like the 4th house, which is house, home, family, which is your comfort zone. And not only Jupiter is there already from last month, but it's also Venus. As from the 13th, Venus enters your 4th house. This is feeling very good at home, in your environment, or feeling good about yourself, you know, feeling good about who you are, because the 4th house is your deepest core. It's about your identity. And when we have Venus transiting there, it means a good feeling about yourself. Or you're going to, because you are a Taurian, you could be doing something about the house that makes it more beautiful. Taurians need beauty. You know, not all people need beauty, believe it or not. Probably won't believe me because you're a Taurian, but anyway. Have a good time during the month of August, you Taurians. If you want to know more about the Mars and the Saturn connection, there's a video in the link below. If you want to know more about Jupiter in Leo, I also made a separate video. Beneath here, this video, you can see the link. So that's for those who are interested in astrology. And if you want a reading, get in touch. And have a good month. Have a very good month. See you next month. Bye-bye.